Okay, welcome to Kansas Speedway, ladies and gentlemen. The first ever Busch Series race here. And also, this is round 29 of 35. So, two cup videos, and then there's no two cup videos if everything goes right. And then we got the finale of then we got the final highlight video, which is also the finale of the Busch series. And there are some things that I want to share. I don't remember if I said this at the last race, but yeah, I'm going to share some info in relation to 2002. Actually, yeah, I have something to say. And that is about the fate of one of the drivers for the Busch series. Because I did tease that back at Darlington. And this man right in front of me, Daniel Hoy, will not be returning to the Busch series in 2002. And you know why? Because he's going to follow Noel over in Europe at the BTCC. Turns out these two have bonded quite a lot, to the point that rumor has it that they've engaged. And Noel was able to pull some strings to have both herself and Daniel hired by MG. Because yes, MG is going to be the team they'll be drawing for in the BTCC for 2002. So, yeah, Himiko and Daniel will now be returning for 2002 for the Busch series, which effectively means that the one car will be going back to a part-time schedule for 2002. Well, the 15, I have no idea if I want to make it a part-timer. Maybe yes, but I don't know. But yeah, and that's basically it in terms of silly season news for 2002. So yeah, there we go. Of course, there's also other loose ends that I've left, like for example, if I'm actually going to have Patty Moise retire, or other stuff. But that I honestly have no clue if I actually want to go through with those. So yeah, the ones that I mentioned are 100% happening. The Patty Moise thing, still don't know. But yeah, but yeah, that's basically going to be it for SNL ReTelling. As for, actually no, there's not a bit of news, and actually, you know what, I'm going to save that for the Cup Series, because it's a little bit more important. But yeah, what I will say is that once TC USA ends, which it's not going to be that far away, there's only 4 races left, so if everything goes right, we'll definitely be done by Friday. At least this week we should be done with TC USA. Not only we're going to start the Chemical Creative Saga reboot, but also start the sign-ups for a brand new series. Now, I said I promised that I wouldn't do it again after the Chemical Creative Saga, but there's one particular year, there's a car set of one particular year that has been bothering me for quite a while. I've been trying to get it running, failed multiple times, and I realized, well, if I have to get that chip off my shoulder, I guess I gotta make it a sign-up series. Because the 225 silly season car set that I've used for TC USA was also a big trouble. How can I say this? Was a pain in the dick to do, because again, I wanted to do so many things and got nowhere with them. But with TC USA, I'm finally going to do something with it fully. So, yeah. But yeah, that's gonna be a project. And I have no idea when I'm going to start that one. Of course, the sign-up window will be 2 weeks as per usual. Potentially once any of the series are done, not effectively once the Cable Creator Saga ends, but maybe after not TCUSA, after the site series ends or SNL ReTelling ends. Because yes, I just had to wait a little bit before starting the 2000 site series. So, yeah. In the meantime, we are starting to pull away from Daniel. And yeah, that's all about I have to say for SNL ReTelling and my channel. Now, one thing that I didn't say in yesterday's video about 2025 being 2025 in terms of motorsports being a major disappointment, I forgot to mention that okay, yes, 2025 was a major disappointment across the board, bar 1 or 2 seasons. But the thing is, those seasons could have, some of them could have had like either had or have a really kick-ass story behind it. Like for example, Formula 1. If Verstappen had done it, that would have been the most impressive comeback since 2007. But unfortunately, unfortunately for Max, should I say, McLaren did learn their mistakes from 2007, and that didn't happen. But that would have been an amazing story. Seb Ogier in the WRC, winning his 9th title, tying Sebastian Loeb in terms of titles, which would have been a big story in and of itself if it wasn't for this bullshit part-time schedule that he had. Remember, he did all but 3 rallies. So, yeah, not exactly part-time. It's basically like fake fault. It was basically, I guess you could say that he basically bushwhacked his way into a championship. So, yeah. Then, of course, the story that happened was Marc Marquez winning the championship in MotoGP after, what, 5 years of unending pain, if not even more? Well, even more because, you know, the troubles. He had issues with injury, chronic injury issues even before 2020, but 2020 was possibly the worst part. Was the worst part of it. So him having leaving a Honda that was completely off the rails, and joining a bike that was actually, you know, good and didn't try to kill you all the time. And of course, the fact that he managed to win the championship after 5 years of unending pain, 6 years, 5 years of unending pain. Yeah, that's a really good story. But I guess that story is also a little bit tainted by the fact that Bagnaia might have been exposed big time. Of course, we'll have to see what's going to be 2026, but right now, all the good stuff that Bagnaia showed in 2023, yeah, it sucks to say, but all the good stuff that he showed in those 2 years, it takes 5 minutes to just completely undo it. So, yeah, all the reputation that he built in those 2 years as Rossi's, okay, bit of content there. You know, all the effort in becoming Rossi's successor, yeah, could come crumbling down in an instant if 2026, if he struggles in 2026 as well. But yeah, I mean, the sense already showing by the fact that Ducati pretty much downgraded him and promoted Alex Marquez in the packing order. So yeah, we will see what Bagnaia is going to do in 2026.
Clear outside.
But yeah, and of course NASCAR, Denny Hamlin. He had, as Jet NDK said, NASCAR managed to turn one of the biggest heels in NASCAR right now into its biggest babyface for a multitude of reasons. The fact that his dad was sick, the fact that he was suing the sport, he had the balls to actually ask the questions that nobody did with the lawsuit, and of course the fact that he had spent 20 years in the sport and he only came short several times. But okay. Lawsuit that apparently is actually winning, considering that more and more stuff is going against NASCAR. So, yeah. I mean, safeties. We all know that basically better. I lost this war, but I'm going to try and win this one. And just straight up telling and told to the Francis, I lost the championship, but you guys are gonna lose your sport. So, yeah. In the meantime, we're about to finish this race into 3 and 4. And with that, we are going to win the inaugural race at Kansas Speedway.
You won! I don't care what they say about you. You're okay in my book.
Yeah, this is like what? You know, usually people say that they keep quiet because they want to focus on what they're doing. Even I guess right now, for me, it's the exact opposite. The more I talk, the better I go.
Keep it under 45. Keep it under 35.
Because remember, even the second Michigan race, I just kept talking all the time, and I dominated that race. So
the race is over.
Yeah.
Come on in.
And I'm pretty sure I added this exact difficulty that I added. No, I didn't have it. Well, whatever. But still, even with a lower difficulty, that race was not easy, and I finally got it. I actually dominated that one by just blabbing about bullshit. But anyway, so we win at Kansas. Second is Daniel. Third is Christina. Fourth is Rose. Then it's Bennett, Michaela, Himiko, Jimmy Johnson, Ashley, and Kimberly running up the top 10. Of course, no, there were lap cars. Kenny Wallace, Buckshot Jones, Steve Park, Ricky Craven, Hank Parker Jr., Mike Wallace, Henry Sadler, and Ron Holiday all lap down. And Randy LaJoy is the last of the lead cars. But, yeah. I guess there's nothing else to be said other than let's check out the standings after the race, shall we? And so, that was win number 21 for us. 274 points away from Daniel, and at this point we just have to keep out of trouble, and we got ourselves the cup. Then Rose is going to be in third, Christina is in fourth, Himiko is in fifth, Michaela in sixth with 2 wins. Then we got Bennett, Jimmy Johnson, Ashley, and then Kimberly running up the top 10. Last car is Tim Sutter, I think it is. Well, he only did 1 race, by the way. He did only 1 race, and he was never able to qualify. Biggest winner looks to be Jason Leffler, who jumps up 3 places. Biggest loser is Jeff Burton, and yeah. But now we got Gateway, Riverside, Phoenix, Homestead, Atlanta, and then definitely Dover, and basically, we only have 2 cup videos, which are the races at, hold on a minute, at Kansas, that as well, and Gateway, and then the Busch Series is done. And after that, there will be only cup videos until the finale. And that is where we're going to start Stock GT, all 10 races, and after that we finish off with the final race of the Cup Series, and then of course the International All-Star race, and then we're done for 2001. So yeah, again, if everything goes alright, we should be done by the end of the year. But yeah, this has been it for this video. If you liked it, give it a like. If you see more content like this, hit subscribe and click on the notification bell so you get it and make sure it drops. And I have nothing else to say other than see you next video, everybody. This is Alpha, signing out.